Welcome to the series of video. This is first series one. Well, episode one. So episode one, we're gonna just be talking about the Ledger Nano X crypto wallet, and how it can be of good use for those who are looking to take their money off of the exchange. There's another episode two is gonna be about basically just gonna run through everything about the details, what you need to know, the pros and cons, how much it costs, the ratings, all that stuff, reviews and all that. And then what is it? Episode three is gonna be about. I'm just gonna play a video so you can see. Once you get all this information, you will know for sure. You know whether there's all different types of offline wallets. Ledger Nano X, I like the fact that one thing I like about the Ledger Nano X. Well, there's a lot of things I like about it, but this one main thing I like about it is that it doesn't store your crypto. It doesn't store your shareware on the device itself. It stores it on a blockchain. So when you create your Ledger Nano X password, you receive the phrase words, the secret phrase words for your passcodes. As soon as you accept it and all of that, you basically creating a profile on the blockchain for yourself. So once you do that now, then the Ledger Nano, the offline wallet that I use, Ledger Nano X, basically stores your phrase. So when I go to log on online and to hook up my offline wallet on my online application, all it's asking me, all that I use my Ledger Nano for is to confirm and transact and confirm, and few other things, but that's it. I can't see my tokens or my shares or nothing. I have to go on the software to see that, right? I mean, I can see what I hold, but I can't see how much I hold on there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about it. So if I was supposed to lose my Ledger Nano X, I can literally go buy another one, and as long as I remember that password, I get in and I got my stuff, because the money or the shares is your portfolio is not. It's showing a reflection on the Nano X, but it's not on the Nano X. It's on the blockchain. So let's get into this. This is from Wired. This article was written August 29, 2022 by Scott Gilbertson. Review: Ledger Nano X crypto wallet. If you don't use a safe offline storage device, you don't really own your cryptocurrency. The Ledger Nano X keeps it secure from prying eyes. That's what it looks like. And this personnel is basically promoting Wired. Rating 9 out of 10 gives it. And as you can see, the $150 at a Ledger is the starting price. I think it's Ledger Nano S and Ledger Nano X, something like that. Okay, so Wired, I guess, simple to set up and secure, good instructions and hand holding for beginners. Ledger Live app works well and supports a wide range of coins. Bluetooth connectivity enables mobile trading. Can store NFTs. And then I guess the con would be some obscure coins are not supported. That's fine. Not yet, right? You gotta take your time with this, because look, the queen just died, and someone already came out with a queen coin. Like, anybody could create a coin, and it doesn't have to have no userability or operability, nothing. They could just create it. So I don't wrong Ledger for screening their coins. If you're serious about owning digital currency, you need a hardware wallet. Just as wallet in your pocket stores physical currency, a crypto wallet stores your digital currency. It keeps it safe from hackers, but conveniently available when you need it. As far as wallet goes, the Ledger Nano X strikes a good balance between simplicity and security. While it's beginner friendly, it offers a high level of security in an offline wallet. When you buy digital currency, you are not buying a physical item. There is no coin or bill like the like like you have with traditional currencies. When you buy a when you buy a cryptocurrency, you're actually buying a public and private key pair, both cryptographically generated on the blockchain. These keys are unique. The private key unlocks your publicly stored portion of the blockchain. Remember what I said about profile? Which you can then send anywhere that takes the currency. Yeah, that spend. Sorry, you can spend it anywhere. Any exchanges that support the currency, you can literally transfer your currency offline and sell it through them because it's a market. This is hard for most of us to wrap our heads around. So we tend to buy and store our digital currencies on exchanges like Coinbase, but the problem is that we don't have the private keys to that money. And you know what? Coinbase messed me up because I made a lot of daggone money on Shiba Inu last year, and I tried to sell my earnings, and Coinbase told me that I wasn't supported in Canada. When I on the website it says that they are. So I called them up. And it took me 8 hours to get a hold of somebody. When I do get a hold of somebody, it seems like this customer service, all of them that I spoke to, were just they're reading a script. Like they don't know what and then they're telling me, "Oh, sorry, sir, we can't. This transaction is not allowed because it's not supported in your region." I pull up the page and I said, "Bruh, look, it says that on your website that it's supported." You understand? So, listen, man, it's better. So if I had my coins on, I'm so what time I did right now. 7 minutes already, man. If I had my coins on my offline wallet, right? I could have literally be like, all right, forget Coinbase. I'm gonna go somewhere else, right? I'm gonna go somewhere else. All right, so let's go. Let's continue reading this joint. Without private keys, you don't really control it. At the same time, if you do have the keys, you need to keep them securely locked up and not just stashed on a hard drive. That's where the Nano X comes in. What you actually own. If you buy crypto through an exchange or brokerage like Coinbase or Kraken, it stores your private keys for you. A crypto brokerage is conceptually similar to a bank, but with some very important differences, most notably that your crypto brokerage is not insured by the federal government. In this scenario, you are at the mercy of the exchange. If the exchange is hacked and your private key is stolen, you are out of luck and money. Exchanges also sometimes disappear overnight, whether they declare bankruptcy or the funders decide to skip town with everyone's digital currency, which is messed up. All the reason for the regulations need to happen, but this SEC, Jerome Powell, and the Fed chair Jerome Powell, and the SEC chair Gary Gensler, these people are acting crazy. They're slowing down the growth, and the reason why I talked about it in one of my other videos, and all my other videos, and I don't mind saying it again. One of the reasons why they're slowing down the growth is to buy time. They cannot control Bitcoin, and they want to implement a challenger, and that's CBDC. So the simple truth is that if you don't have your private key stored on a hardware device that's under your control, you don't really own any crypto. The Ledger Nano X is a secure hardware wallet that stores your private keys. It looks like a swiveling USB stick with a small screen on the front. mostly because it is a USB stick with a screen on the front. And also, I like to add that it kind of reminds me of one of those MP3 players back in the days. So you used to buy a load of her songs on it. It has a screen on it. Exactly. But only thing, as I said, it allows you to sign contract, to transact, and to confirm, right? Anything that you're doing online, and let's say use your mouse and you click buy online. Before you could that thing goes through, before that transaction goes through, you have to confirm on your ledger that that's what you want to do. You understand? Even more security. The Ledger Nano X is a secure hardware wallet that stores your private keys. It looks like a swiveling USB stick. All right. Only purchase your Nano X directly from Ledger. And this is important too as well. Always buy it from the source. Don't get it from Amazon, because some hackers they're very slick. They can buy this joint, right? God have mercy. They can buy this. They can buy this joint, right? Right? What am I gonna do with it? Them do all type of foolishness with them want me to know, right? And then they sell it back to you already messed up and already messed with. So when you go ahead and you thinking that you're starting this thing for the first time, and then realize that you're not, later on when you try to sell, remember, you can buy, you got buying power, but you can't sell. When you try to sell, it's not going into your account, it's going into somebody else's account. So it's better for you to not get it from a second hand. This is your money you're talking about here, okay? No matter what, no one try to say, "Oh, buy this. I never used it before." I'd buy it from the person if they're pressuring me too much, but then I'll throw that shit in the garbage because I don't want it. I'll go get another one from the source. Only purchase your Nano X directly from Ledger. Any other source could potentially be compromised. The Nano X is available on Amazon from what looks to be a legitimate Ledger storefront. But I still highly recommend buying directly from Ledger. The company offers free shipping, so there is absolutely nothing to be gained to buying from Amazon. And you introduce considerably risk in doing so. When it first arrives, the first thing your Ledger Nano X will do is walk you through downloading the companion app, Ledger Live. That's an app where you see everything, all that you own, the amount, everything, the money. You can even see it on your phone, on your PC. Everything that you would see on Coinbase will be on your Ledger Live. There are versions available for just about every platform, and I tested it on Linux. Once you have the app installed, connect the Nano X, and the app will run through some questions designed to make sure your device hasn't been tampered with on its way to you. If anything seems fishy, stop and contact Ledger. Assuming everything checks out, the next step is to generate a 24-word seed phrase, which is really just some random words. This is what the Ledger Nano uses to protect and lock up your cryptocurrency private keys. The Ledger app makes generating the seed phrase simple and even force you to double check and verify. This is the most important part of your Nano X. Do not lose that phrase. If you're holding significant amounts of money on your Nano X, I highly recommend putting a copy of this seed phrase in a safe deposit box or similar secure location. Another photograph of what it looks like. Once your Nano is set up, it's time to move your cryptocurrency out of any exchange accounts you've been using. To do this, you'll use the Ledger Live app to set up an account for each currency you own. This creates a public key to send your cryptocurrency, which is very easy, guys. It's like a walkthrough. It's very easy, and they literally make sure that a baby can understand. Once you have the public key, You can simply go to whatever exchange you've been using to buy your crypto and then send it to the address you generated in Ledger Live. So you can't call up your app on Nano X. You have to call it up on your Ledger Live, right? So once you say, all right, I wanna receive. So let's say you have Stellar, right? Let's say you have Stellar Lumens, and you have you download the Stellar Lumens app on the Ledger, right? Ledger Live, right? You have to install it, download it, install it, right? Once you have that, it generates the address and everything, right? So you have to go to your exchange where you buy the Stellar, let's say Kraken, right? Releasing the Krakens. But let's say Kraken, right? You go there and you basically buy it, right? And go to your portfolio and say you want to send it. Copy your address and it literally copy it for you. Copy the address or you can scan the QR code and that's it. It send it right to the ledger, to your ledger, and you can see it on your Ledger Live. The first time you do this, send a very, very small amount of crypto for security. My first transaction to my Nano X was $3 worth of ETH. I that's what I did too as well. Not the ETH, but I literally sent like one. Once I verified had arrived safely, I transfer the rest. Start small, verify, then go for it. Once your crypto is moved over to the Nano X, you're done. Congrats, you own cryptocurrency. Let's check it out though. Make sure you send a little bit first before you send the whole thing. And I know can be time consuming, but you know what? You're protecting yourself in the long run because once you send that money off the exchange, there's no way, and it doesn't go to your account. It went to somebody else's account, and there's no way that you can get that back. If you want to send crypto from your Nano X, you need to unlock the Nano X and attach it to your laptop. You could connect to your phone via Bluetooth, but beyond testing this once to ensure it worked. It worked. Sometimes. Most of the times. One time out, no, it works all the time. It's just add an arrow. It was my fault. Apparently you can't. Yeah, well, it's my fault. Apparently you can't plug in your Nano while on Bluetooth. Of course, it does make sense. Why would I think to do that? But I confused myself in thinking, yo, come this thing not work. I was panicking a little bit, but I realized that it was my error. You know, it's either gonna use Bluetooth or you're gonna plug it in. I did not do this. I prefer a hard. Let me read this. You could connect to your phone via Bluetooth, but beyond testing this once to ensure it worked, I did not do this, as I prefer a hardware connection. The Bluetooth support is theoretically well encrypted, but using it creates another unnecessary security risk. I don't really see the point in doing that. But if you're trading crypto on your phone, the Nano X does indeed work. I should also note that Ledger now support NFTs as well. I did not test this specific feature. You know what? That's a good tip. I'm going to use Bluetooth on my hardware less. Once everything is set up and your crypto is on your Nano X, you've eliminated the possibility of a hacker gaining access to your private keys on your hard drive. And you've cut out exchanges like Coinbase, but you've introduced another problem. What happened if you lose your Nano X? Wired has some first-hand experience with the pain of losing crypto keys, but fortunately, you can avoid making the mistakes Wired made, provided you hang on to your 24-word seed passphrase. You can lose your hardware and still regain access to your crypto. A necessary disclosure. I started testing the Ledger Nano X in 2021 and I have used it for almost a full year now without any problems. I have not tested other wallets yet. The Trezor Model T is on my list, but after using the Nano X for so long, I really can't imagine what else I would want. I will tell you what I would want. I would want Nano X to come up with a bigger screen. All right, that's all. You know what I'm saying? it's cute. It's cute. I want a bigger screen. I have sent Bitcoin to it and from it over a dozen exchanges without issue. A guide to best ways, the guide to best way trade crypto is coming. I have traded directly from the Nano X using Coinify, and have sent Bitcoin directly from Nano X to another. Everything just worked. So wired. We're sensitive to the potential conflict of interest involving in mentioning any cryptocurrency in this article, and we normally do not own share or of anything we write about. In this case, that would be impossible. So full disclosure. In the process of testing the Nano X, I traded several cryptocurrencies and made a profit doing so. I sold the entirety of my crypto holdings in March 2022 and currently have no money invested in any cryptos. Wow, this guy. Anyway, so yeah, man, this is not financial advice, guys. This is just me showing you how I do things. You know what I mean? I say, oh, I looked up all of this. You know what I'm saying? Everything I touch, everything I say I'm going to put money in or my time in, I make sure that I do my research about it. You understand? So make sure you do that too as well. I get it right. This is the first of three. Just giving you someone else's perspective on Nano X, offline wallet, hard wallet, what others may call it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, keep it real, man. Keep it real. Remember, you know, own nothing until you have a offline wallet. You hear that?